What's up? What's up? We live to you on this magnificent day.
What's going on?
Me and my co-host.
New type of money.
Yes, sir. Coming to you on this day. Just do like we normally do. Say the things and talk about the things that people be thinking in their mind, but they just won't say it. So today I'm gonna let my co-host start it off telling us what the topic is and start off by expounding on what it means to him. Inconsistent
Okay,
consistency.
today the topic is consistency, and to me, consistency is just being calculated, being uh precise, not procrastinating, just continuance. It's so many I guess synonyms I could use to say consistency. Consistency, I'm gonna be honest, brother Jordan. It's actually a thing I ain't gonna say I struggle with it because it's like I'll be going hard and then it's like life will start laughing and
Mm.
then whatever I was consistent on and it seemed like, well dang, now I gotta focus on this instead of that. So yeah, I would say I consistency is a challenge for me in certain areas.
I got you. It seems like to me consistency is a challenge for a lot of people
Yeah, yeah.
because due to our inconsistency, it causes us to lie to ourselves,
Right, right,
even when we got our great intention.
right,
So if we lie to ourselves because we inconsistent with ourselves, we go lie to other people.
right, right.
Like I told you before, I do it most of the time, but I still don't do it all the time. I made a pact that I'm gonna do 100 push-ups every morning.
I had said that too.
Now by 80% of the time, I do my 100 push-ups.
Right.
But why can't I do the
It's
100% of the
still
time?
20% that you
That's
lied
right.
to
Yeah.
yourself.
And if we can just be consistent on a consistent basis,
mm,
then we'll see more growth in our lives
that maybe need to be the topic, huh?
with the consistency on a
On a
consistent
consistent
basis.
basis, cause I'm this is actually a great topic because it's the end of the year and you know what happens around this time.
Yeah.
People start making resolutions. They start off strong, and unfortunately, a lot of times we fall off. People say, "I'm gonna go to the gym." I'm gonna get in the gym at least 3 times a week or 4 times a week, or I'm gonna eat healthy, or I'm gonna stop eating this or stop eating that, or I'm gonna do this or do that. And it just
Falls off, like you say. Shoot, I know, like you say, even the stores, they've got consistent enough to know what to put out in every season
right,
because they
right.
know our inconsistency, they're gonna be able to capitalize on.
Mm,
You
mm,
got people
mm.
that buy exercise machine, whether it be a bike or Bowflex or something to exercise on in January or February.
Right.
By April or May, they done sold that thing. It's in my way
Or sitting back collecting
or
dust.
sitting back collecting dust. So every year they putting out the same stuff. But
Right.
now if the people is consistent enough to get the stuff, use the stuff, they went out to sell the stuff and go back and rebuy the stuff.
Right.
Because why are they putting the same stuff out every year if the people that say they're gonna use it already still has it?
Mm.
You don't, we have to have food every day, but we don't have to have an exercise bike every day.
Nah.
So why do I find myself buying bikes every year?
Every year.
Just like people with when tax season come around, February,
Cause.
March, every year they
Mm.
go buy them a car. 3, 4 months later, what happened?
About repo man come.
Yeah,
Let me get
yes sir.
that.
So that go to show you too. You can't just be consistent on. You can't be just consistent on our actions in life,
Right.
but we got to be consistent enough to stick to a budget in life
Mm.
to where we won't repeat the same cycles. Get paid, pay bills. Get paid, pay bills, and
So
wind up broke every week.
what it sounds like, brother Jordan, you saying most of us potentially are consistent at being inconsistent.
That and then we're consistent more on things that's negative than
mm,
consistent on the things that's positive.
that's good.
Like
That's
for
good.
instance, I consistently waste my money. which gonna lead me to still being consistently broke.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm consistent at being late to work, which gonna lead to me being consistently losing jobs. I'll be consistent with being telling my children certain things but not doing it.
Yeah.
But then when it comes down to me being consistent in the positive thing, why can't I be consistent in paying my bills on time? Why can't I be consistent on writing a budget, writing a plan, sticking to it and executing the plan instead of be consistent about it for 2 or 3 months? It goes back to another one of our topics that we had. You know how we say we so used to things not working to where, or we so used to things to where we don't see results immediately, then we give up on it because we feel like it's not working.
Right.
I'm gonna go back to this thing that halfway worked because the thing I'm trying to use that's supposed to work ain't working the way I want it to work. So like you say, when life get to life and we go back to some familiar stuff.
Right.
Instead of being consistent in the thing that we said we're gonna do until a change comes. Look at like I was telling you the other day about we talked about business owners. If you just started in rapping and just because you didn't get the first response that you wanted, the first album or the first song, most people quit and give up. But regardless, you've been rapping 10, 15, 20 years.
Yeah.
And you still doing it.
Consistent.
Because that's your dream.
Now that's one thing I've been consistent in. Yeah, I wouldn't even say a dream. It's therapy. Yeah. So yeah, that's one of the things that I probably have been consistent in, like my music and God. Probably everything else, I probably ain't really been consistent in too much of nothing else. I got you. If I be honest with myself, But yeah, consistency, man. It's that's a great topic, man. Because like I say, I think we all at times um, may find it challenging to just be consistent with something, especially when you just never know what's gonna happen. Like with the podcast, we can say, okay, we're gonna record this day every week, but then like you never know, you know what I mean? You been going out of town, I've been going out of town, so you always have to like try to work around it work around certain things to stay consistent and to keep certain things rolling. You feel me?
That's right. But that's when we have to be, because like you say, when life get to life and we don't know what happened.
Right.
So therefore, we got to learn to be proactive instead of reactive.
Right.
Let's start recording a few podcasts or episodes ahead of time.
Yeah.
Just in case life takes us another direction.
Right.
We still can be consistently with our posts every week.
Right.
So therefore, the 1 person, the 10 people, the 1,000 people that get something from this won't go like it.
Right.
Because we done what we say we're gonna do. We done what we say we're gonna do consistent.
Right.
Therefore, they can consistently look on that thing on Wednesday and see that there's a new podcast coming out.
Right.
How many times will you repeat yourself going back to a store looking for a certain item and it's never in stock? Eventually, you're going to give up on it, right?
Yeah, I'm going to go home and try to look somewhere else. Yeah.
So let's don't be consistent in a negative way. Let's be consistent in positive ways and things that we do. Let your word be your bond. Be known for if he say he going to do something, it's going to get done. Yeah. Instead of saying he going to do something, but he ain't going to do it. Sometimes people be done counted you out for you ain't by the time you tell them because you ain't consistent at what you say. Wow. A lot of people done got away from back in the days, your word meant a lot.
Yeah, you say your word is your bond. Yeah.
But now it don't even matter. Even with church people.
Yeah.
A preacher, a choir member, whoever, they'll tell you something, but you still got to. I wonder it's gonna happen. And it's sad to say, but this. I think people are consistent in what they hold high values on. When it comes down to certain stuff, we make excuses about it.
Right.
But when it comes down to things that we really want to do, there's no excuse.
At all.
We're
consistent with that.
I know sometimes like somebody say, hey, I need $25. Man, you be looking, I ain't got no $25. But then you'll turn around and go right to the store and spend $30 on something to eat.
So they ain't have $25 to give you.
That's what. Yeah. But instead of saying that, they'll make an excuse. Or
Right.
should I say they'll tell a lie?
Right.
Man, I ain't got no $25. All they gotta do is add 2 more words for you.
Right. Right.
But we just it's time out for the games. It's time out for the lies.
Right.
It's time to just be honest. Let's be transparent with people.
Now that's one thing that I'm consistent at too.
Being
Just
transparent.
I'm a little too transparent, a little too honest. But hey, it works out for me.
I
Cause like
got
once
you.
I realized, when you tell the truth on yourself, the opposition can't have nothing against you. They can't
Can't
use
have
nothing
nothing
against
against
you. I look at myself like 8 Mile, Eminem on 8 Mile. You know what I
you.
mean? That last round.
That's it.
If I tell myself, what can you say about me?
Yeah. Well, see, the thing is, if you, especially like relationship, whether it's a friendship or a courtship,
Yeah.
if you go into that being totally honest, now it gives me the opportunity to make a decision whether I even want to deal with you on that
Right.
level.
Right.
But now when you go in lying or pretending,
Perpetrate.
yeah, to be what I'm looking for,
Mm-hmm.
then once we get into a courtship or a friendship, you start being yourself. But that's not the person that I agreed to be friends with. That's not the person that I agreed to court.
Yeah. Who is
That's not who I,
that?
you know, fell in love with.
Right.
So why do people get upset once a person begins to show them true selves,
Mm.
and then they wonder why you get acting different?
Mm.
They wonder why you go to being quiet
Right.
because you're not being consistent at who you were. You consistently lied until you got me to a certain place, and then
Mm.
you became another person,
Right.
and you still want me to treat that person the same way I treated the other person that wasn't the real person.
Right.
Now I got a whole nother feeling.
Yeah.
I said I do this something I don't
Right.
because I didn't see that part of you
Right.
until 5 months later, 8 years later.
He said, I said I do to something I don't. Good God
Yeah,
Almighty.
because I do to the person you showed me in the beginning,
Right.
but I don't to this person that's in front of me now.
The
Who are
image.
you?
You showed me an image, a representation.
You gave me a representation. You went and read my profile on Facebook and seen who I was looking for or what I was looking for in a person, so you turned around and became that person. And
Good.
then when you got me, or should I say trapped me, now you let the wig down. You
Mm.
catfished me.
Good God Almighty.
You know how sometimes they got some people on, they got a little thing going around on Facebook where they got these people that, I ain't gonna say they're ugly, but they don't look the best. And then they
He
go around
said,
and
"Oh,
put
look
all
at that."
type of makeup and lashes and stuff on,
Yeah.
and they look like a totally different person.
Mm.
Then you sit there and go out on a date with that person that wasn't that person,
You
and
wake
you
up.
think you got that
You,
person, but
you
you get home or you
yeah.
get somewhere else and you won't even recognize them without all of the additives,
Yeah.
the
Makeups.
makeup. When you go buy a car, if I bought the base model, don't take it. If I buy the base model, that means I want something plain and let me do the adding to it.
Right. Right. Right.
Don't turn around and sell me something or advertise something with rims and music and lights and everything. Then when I go pick up something else, it's just the base model. I didn't
Right.
sign up for the base model.
Right.
I signed up for what I seen. And even if you don't look like that, you should consistently look like that when you with me because that's what you sold me on.
Right.
You didn't sell me on this person with their hair stay in a ponytail all the time.
Right.
You didn't sell me this person that stay pale all the time. A man is turned on by sight
Come on now. In fantasy.
and fantasy. Keep us guessing. Keep
Mm-hmm.
us on our toes.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm pretty sure a woman is too to a certain extent. They don't want to be bored.
Right. Spontaneous.
Yeah, they want spontaneous stuff. So let's be consistent on making things work, whether it be a marriage, a relationship, or friendship. Let's be
I
consistent at
like that.
doing what we
Making
need to
it work.
do
Yeah.
to make that thing work.
Right. Whatever it may be.
Yeah. And like I said, be transparent. I know in the beginning I was this, but this happened. Now I'm this person. Can you
Mm.
still love me like this?
Wow.
Can you still be my friend like this?
Wow. I'm going through that right now, man. But I'm gonna let you talk.
No, go on,
Nah, I
expound.
ain't gonna. I
So
ain't
you
gonna.
gotta
You
keep
keep.
on going now.
He tell you gotta keep on going now. But nah, it's a blessing when you can. I mean, I'm like that anyway in relationships, friendships, or whatever. I kind of over exert the energy and over verbalize a lot of things up front. You know what I mean? And that scares people. Like, dang, oh shoot, like he just came out and just said that, huh? Like, yeah, I'm gonna say it. Like, so, like, hey, take it or leave it. You know what I mean? But I'm consistent in showing up authentically me. You
Yes,
know
sir.
what I mean? And it's a lot of different sides of me. So you may see me in one light, but you see me in another light, like, dang, bro, I thought you was. I am. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? So that's another way to look at it too. You know what I mean? Like it's people have just. I was gonna get into a whole nother conversation, but we gonna stay on the consistency. We gonna keep it on the consistency, man. But yeah, man, I try to always wake up and be consistent in just being authentic to myself and being consistent to that place. We go back to that, you know what I mean? Trying to consistently stay in a positive headspace, in a God's eye view, so that I could truly do what I'm here to do. You know what I mean? I know life be life and we get distracted, things happen, but I feel like the ultimate goal of being on earth is to just seek God, be open and available, and simply bring heaven to earth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Operating in your purpose, finding your destiny, helping others to be consistent. And I feel like you need a team somewhat to be consistent. Cause
You do.
trying to do it by yourself, man. I feel like that's when I really be real with myself. A lot of times, that's why I'm not as consistent as I probably should have been. Not trying to blank, cause like you got to be self accountable too. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But it's good when you got a brother or brothers or people around you that's gonna hold you accountable. That's gonna be like, hey, bro, like, hey, man, y'all said y'all was dropping them podcast videos every week, man. Y'all ain't dropped them about 2 weeks. I will go. You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you need that. You need that. And I'm realizing that, and I'm learning that as much as I am different, and I sometimes I can isolate myself from the whole world. Like, bro, you need people to
You have to.
keep you consistent. You know what I
You
mean?
do. And if I got somebody in my life that's always telling me, hey man, that's right, that's right, that's right, that's right, and I know I'm wrong,
Right,
I don't need you in my life.
right,
I don't need a hype man, I don't need a chili.
mm,
I need a friend
right,
that's gonna hold me accountable to doing what's right, but not only that, to doing what I see.
right,
No, I don't need nobody telling me I'm right when I'm wrong.
right,
I don't need nobody telling me you did you was right, you done the right thing. When I
right,
know it, when I know in my heart it would.
right.
You dangerous. Cause now you're gonna have me feeling like I'm right, or you're gonna be cheering me on it in my wrongness, got me thinking I'm right.
Mm,
So I need somebody that's gonna be consistent at holding me accountable.
mm.
Even when it hurts my feelings.
Good God Almighty.
Even when it hurts your feelings.
Right.
Sometimes it hurts me to tell you the truth because I know it's gonna hurt you. But guess what? It's gonna help you and me in the long run because I don't have to be sitting around feeling uneasy,
Right,
not
right,
knowing, what he gonna do next, what he gonna say next.
right.
I sometimes I might even go along with you, but I'm gonna say I'll do it this time, but it still ain't right.
Mm-hmm.
I don't believe in you.
Mm-hmm.
I go with you here this time, but I ain't going no more.
Right.
Cause we already in the car riding, you know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right,
If
right.
you'd have told me from the beginning, but since we riding, you ain't gotta turn around. I'm gonna go with you this time, but don't let that happen no more.
Right,
I'm gonna
right.
be that type. I ain't gonna sit there and be like, in your mind, I shouldn't be going, I should be going. But I'm going anyway, more over my mouth. And you got you thinking, oh, everything fine. You know what I'm saying? And I
Right.
ain't never even want to do that. That's wrong.
Yeah,
That's fake. That's a lie.
yeah.
Cause I'm hyped up on my brother. He riding with me. He going with me. And the whole while, I don't even want to go.
Mm.
I don't even want to be there. But you never know that because I won't open my mouth and be transparent.
Wow.
So if we do that 4 weeks in a row, for 4 weeks I've been uncomfortable and uneasy, and you sitting out hyped up off of the energy I'm showing you and not the energy I'm feeling.
Mm.
To where now, if I finally tell you 5, 6, 8 weeks later, it's gonna disappoint you.
Yeah.
Because now I put you and took you somewhere that you never even wanted to be, but you waited so long to tell me.
Dang.
And sometimes it becomes a habit.
Yeah.
Now it's hard for me to change doing this with you because guess what? You had me thinking you enjoyed it.
Right.
And the whole while you hated it.
Man, I gotta say this, man. I just don't throw it. I was in a relationship, man, my last relationship, and it was toward the end. I had broke up with him, and it's like we at the end, and you talking about it was something in the first phone conversation we had. I didn't really agree. What? So you telling me we done went all these months together, and it's things I said at the very first conversation that you didn't agree with, but you didn't say that. Like, man, people be
Yeah,
crazy.
they do. And they expect you to read them. Why should I have to read you when you got a mouth and just tell me?
I'm telling you.
Why I got to discern and pray and fast and seek God for something you can tell
I'm gonna
me?
say that's the crazy. I can at times. I can pick up on your energy, your body language. I can read your mind sometimes, but I'm not trying to do that. I ain't trying to do all that. Like just
Especially if we supposed to be friends.
right,
Now somebody out here I'm just getting to know, I can sense something going on with them. That's one thing.
right,
But
right,
now somebody that I'm riding and rolling with every day,
right.
and you mean to tell me we've been doing this for this long and you didn't even like it?
Mm, mm,
You
mm.
mean to tell me I've been offending you every time I say something and you didn't like it, but you smiled and laughed it off?
Right.
I feel betrayed.
But people be like, "Well, I ain't say nothing because they really want a big deal."
But you brought it up and you didn't like it, so it was a big deal. Because if I
Yeah.
value your friendship, if I value your relationship, then what hurts you should hurt me.
Mm,
When you say it, I should be said.
right.
Same thing when it comes down to God. We should love him so much to where we don't want to hurt him. So that's what causes us to do what's right.
Mm,
Even in the midst of all the wrong that's going on.
that's good.
I don't do it because everybody else doing it. I'm doing it because it's the right thing.
Right, right.
I ain't gonna do it because everybody can see me. I'm gonna do it even when I'm in the house by myself.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's the right thing.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not worried about who looking at me out here if I'm focused more on who looking at me up there.
Come on now.
If I do everything right in his sight, it don't matter about what I do down here in y'all. Because y'all gonna judge me and say I'm wrong even in my right.
Yeah, people gonna find something to something.
Yeah. The ones that ain't got nothing for you to be the main ones got everything to say about you. Ain't that so? But
Yeah.
a lot of time we keep people guessing.
Right, right,
See, if you ain't one person that's telling the person every move you making, then something ain't right.
right.
Like most men, you can't even be around a female unless you got to be sleeping with.
And man, that's sad too, bro. It's a lot of males out here like that, for
Yeah.
real.
I got several female. I actually got more female friends, and even in school, I've had more female friends than I ever had
Yeah,
male friends.
my whole life. Yeah.
But you got to be sleeping with them. Ain't no way in the world you can be with a woman like that and nothing happen.
Well,
Oh, that's how you think.
but it's crazy they say sleeping because I didn't actually like slept, laid down in the
Oh,
bed with women and didn't even try 'em.
I have to.
You know what I mean?
I have
You
to. I have to.
know what I
And if I
mean?
feel like something would happen, I'm not gonna put myself in that
In that
predicament.
situation, right,
Yeah.
right.
Don't get moving. Stay over there now. Cause I am a man. I'm
Right,
just gonna be
right,
honest. Let's keep it honest.
right,
I mean, you're a beautiful, attractive woman, and I'm a single man.
right.
Now, as long as you
Sometime I
over
wasn't
there,
single, y'all.
uh,
About to say back in the day, sometime I wasn't single, y'all.
yeah. But I'm just saying, you out somebody and you having fun. Sometimes that don't even be in your mind.
Right, right,
But
right.
sometimes things could lead to stuff. So to keep it from leading to something, just don't put yourself in a predicament.
Mm.
You know yourself better than anybody else.
Well, let's go back to the topic. To do that, at some point, you got to get consistent at doing that.
You got to spend time with yourself. I know the Bible say forget about yourself, but that's when it's talking about material things.
Right, right,
How can I pour out to other people if I hadn't even put nothing in myself?
right,
What do I have to pour out?
right,
How can I learn to love somebody else when I haven't even learned to love myself?
right,
How can I learn to trust other people when I can't even trust myself?
right.
Because I say I ain't gonna do this, but guess what? I keep finding myself doing. I say I wasn't gonna go there, but I keep finding myself there. I say I wasn't gonna lose my temper no more, but I keep losing it.
Right.
So I can't even trust myself to do what I say.
Mm-hmm.
So how am I gonna trust you to do what you say? So first, let me work on me and build me up.
Right.
So when I get ready to come out and display myself for you, I won't let you down.
Mm.
Because some people, the only God they'll see is the one that's inside of us.
Come on, man.
So if we can't display the person that we say we representing and trying to serve, how they gonna realize? How they gonna know that he is real and can change?
That's good. That's good.
Unless I show you through my hardship, through my failures, through my flaws, and then start winning.
Consistent.
Be consistently winning. We are the God followers, the disciples, the Christians, the holy people, the called out ones. Where they at with the money and the houses and the cars and all that? Why we all got to be broken, long suffering?
Mm. Mm.
Why the world can party and have fun and spend all kind of billions of dollars and we can't spend none? Why every time you see a Christian that's living the right life, they got to be broke, busted, and disgusted in the raggedest vehicles on this earth or hitchhiking ride? Who say we got to live like that? God didn't say it. But that's where we put ourselves in.
Right.
And the ones that do have a relationship and that is winning, they don't like to display it. Because they scared somebody going to ask for it. But who said we got to give it to them just because they ask?
Right.
You got to be smart. You got to use wisdom.
That's it.
The world uses wisdom when it comes down to things like that. Why we can't use wisdom? You can't help everybody. He said the poor will always be with you. That let me know no matter how much money I get, there's going to still be some poor people. And not just physically, in the mindset.
That's
you can go get them $10,000. They're going to get they so used to being poor, guess what? They're going to go spend that money on foolish stuff because they're so used to being broke. So they're going to be consistently broke. But I ain't going to let them break me.
Right.
We got to be smart and discern on who we should and shouldn't help. Some people get them money, you hurting them.
Right.
They strung out on drugs. What I like getting a person that's strung out on crack $10,000. He gonna kill himself.
Nah, he ain't gonna kill himself. He gonna kill that $10,000.
No, I'm saying if he ain't disciplined enough, he gonna buy so much.
Okay.
Till he put himself out.
Yeah.
Overdose.
I'm gonna be real, bro, John. I'm pretty sure it is, but I ain't never met a crackhead that overdose. But I'm pretty sure it have. We class. I'm just messing with you, bro.
Yeah, I was gonna say you ain't gonna meet him because you
I'm
dead.
You ain't gonna meet that.
You ain't gonna meet him because you dead. But they out there.
Yeah.
They out there. They can get so down in their misery to where they want to get so high. So high that they've never been before. So they got to do just a little bit more. And that little bit more is going to be what take them out. And I don't think it was the drugs that killed them. It's the pressure.
Yeah.
It's the anxiety.
Yeah.
Think about it. You feel like your whole world coming down on you.
And the consistency of indulging
in
it.
Just like consistency in a positive way could elevate us.
Right.
But consistency in a negative way could destroy us.
Right.
That's just like habits. You got good habits, you got bad habits.
Right.
Our good habits will take us to make room for us. But our bad habits tear us down and kill us. So we got to learn how to be consistent with the good habits.
Yeah. Man, this was good. This was good, Brother John. We don't came on to 30 minutes, man. This we probably gonna do a part 2 on this one too, man. Like
we still got about a minute and a half, but we're gonna continue this thing because it's a very much needed topic.
Right.
And a lot of people, they don't realize it. But I ain't gonna say they don't realize it. They realize it, but they ain't recognize it in their own life. You know how sometimes we can get so caught up in our everyday routine till we forget about some of the stuff that I'm routinely doing is not adding to me. But it's subtracting from me.
Right.
You know, if I'm having financial issues and I'm used to living a certain lifestyle, but my job or my finances has changed or raised something in my life to where I don't have the finances that I used to have, that means I ain't gonna say lower my standards, but I have to learn how to downgrade. Adjust my finances until I can get to a place to where I used to be.
Right.
We can't keep living. For instance, If I was making $20,000 a month and I go to making 10,000, but I still got 15,000 off of bills,
Mm.
unless I got a healthy savings, which still, if I continue to keep making what I'm making and spending what I'm spending, it's going to eventually run out.
Right.
So, who said we had to get our nails done every? Who said we got to go and pay for these $50 haircuts every week?
Mm.
Sometimes we have to learn how to cut our own. I've been cutting my hair for 20 years.
Right. Give yourself a raise.
Hey, yeah. Can't cut nails, cut a bald head. But we appreciate everybody joining in. There is going to be a part two to consistency. Check out our socials. Like it, share it, love it, leave comments. But until part two come on, be blessed, stay blessed, live blessed. We out.
Love y'all.